Hello, sir.
Hi. These cabbages, we've been testing an organic cabbage farming by use of organic product. We've not used a single chemical in these cabbages. To our supplies, or to my supplies, I've been able to get a very good cabbage, and from the market, that is what gives you now the variety that you're going to grow the cabbage. And the variety consists of the size and the period at which it's going to take in your farm. Down the river there, we are using solar to pump our water up to this tank.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's purely smart agriculture using green energy to be able to get our water. Yes. So water that is there is a lot of water, because like the pump that you have down there is giving us 30,000 liters of water in an hour. So that is 5,000 liters. So in less than an hour, even in less than 15 minutes, that tank is supposed to be full.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Karibu sana. This is the farm, and this is where how the magic happens.
Oh.
The magic of growing crops, the magic of teaching farmers, and also the magic of converting the crop into money.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. So we are looking forward to an exciting episode where you now shall tell the farmers of what you exactly do.
Exactly.
And the secrets behind your success.
Yes. I'm going to share them all today. If there is any that I've left in the videos that I've also done on YouTube. Yes.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are looking forward to a very exciting episode, because I visited Farm with Fred himself at his farm to just share with him his story on how he's managing to do this agriculture. And it's not only normal agriculture, it's climate smart agriculture. I mean, he's so passionate about conservation of the environment, safe farming, ensuring that what you eat on the table is what you deserve to eat, something that is healthy, something that is not harmful to your health. So Mr. Fred,
Yes.
take us through your farm. I mean, the farm that we are on, what have you planted here?
This farm, first, it's a mixed farming where I'm doing multiple crops, and on top of that, I'm doing goats and I'm doing chicken. This is just a replica of what a small scale or what an African farmer usually have. A farmer who has a goat, has chicken, has kumawiki, has cabbages, have maize, all purposely to feed their family. But this time round, or whatever that I've done here, is not just to feed the family, because that's what we feed on. It's to feed the family and also to make money out of it. So whatever we talk today, we are talking of business. We are talking of a shop that sells everything. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. So, I mean, in the other episodes, we'll be able to cover the chicken, the goats. But for today's episode, I believe we are going to just cover about cabbages, maize, and the chilies that I'm seeing around. So
Yes.
take us through your cabbage farm.
So whatever you see here, one thing I want to shock you with, these cabbages, we've been testing an organic cabbage farming by use of organic product. We've not used a single chemical in these cabbages. It's pure organic product. So this was a trial base, as big as it is. We wanted to see whether it's possible to farm a cabbage and grow it to less toxic, or to a cabbage that is not it's not using any chemical. And to our supplies, or to my supplies, I've been able to get a very good cabbage, and a cabbage that is good, and I can confidently say it's organic. The only challenge that, or the only thing that we need to improve in our next cropping, because we are bringing another cropping now with skills and better knowledge about organic cabbage carving, is trying to increase the size. But in matters controlling pests and diseases, we have a handle product solution, or we have a handle product way of doing cabbages. The next improvement is on the soil, doing the soil amendment, and we are going to do it organically and make sure that now we have as big size of a cabbage than like the one you are seeing grown with a lot of chemicals in the market. Yes.
Now you can tell us what is the size of this land that you've grown cabbage?
The size of the one that we've grown cabbage, this is an eighth. Yes, it's an eighth of an acre. Yes.
Okay, that's amazing. So tell us more about this cabbage. Where do you start? When a farmer wants to plant cabbage, where does it start from?
Farming of cabbage start from land preparation. If not, let's start from the beginning. Even it's not even land preparation. Farming of cabbage starting from the market. Where are you going to sell your cabbage? And from the market, that is what gives you now the variety that you're going to grow the cabbage. And the variety consists of the size and the period at which it's going to take in your farm. So when you're choosing the variety, when you're preparing the land, you've already been guided by the market, because different markets are in need of different types of cabbage. There are markets that need a medium size of cabbage. There are markets that need a big head of cabbage. There are markets that doesn't care the size of the cabbage. There are markets that needs a red cabbage. There are markets that needs this green cabbage. There are markets that needs white cabbage. So it's the market that guides you towards the cabbage that you want to grow. And when I started this cabbage project, I had two markets in my mind. That was me and my farm team to be the consumers of cabbage. Secondly, our chicken, which are biggest consumers of cabbage. They are scavenging chicken, kienyeji chicken, but sometimes we give them cabbages because sometimes we cannot release them outside because of other farmers who are around here to prevent them from destroying other farms. So when we keep them indoors, cabbage is among the food that we give. So that is already our cabbage. Anything we get surplus out of us and our chicken, we sell it because we are surrounded by a very big community, which is a big vegetable consumer. So that is what guided us. And it guided us to a cabbage that needed a medium-sized cabbage, a compact cabbage that takes around 60 days to maturity. And that's what we've done in this section. Yes. That's
amazing. Now, I can see that we are seeing some pipes. What are these pipes?
In the current situations that we have in Kenya or we have in Africa, we are experiencing something called climate change. And climate change has come with so many problems. Among them, when it gets hot, it's really hot. When it rains, it really rains. So, in our journey to the new climate, we have adopted something called climate smart agriculture. Climate smart agriculture is where we are able to mitigate the climate change.
Can be walking through the cabbage.
Yes. We are able to mitigate the climate change. On the other hand, we are able to conserve the little water that we get in our farm. Though the water is not as little. Yes. We are free to walk. Yes. This is our walkway. This is where we walk during operations of the farm. So here, the pipes is for irrigating our cabbages. And irrigating our cabbage, we want to irrigate them and give them the amount of water they need, not the amount of water that is available. You can see behind us, we have a very small tank, a manageable tank. That is what we use to irrigate this block and many other blocks that are in this farm. So when irrigating, you use that block, and we want to make sure that the little water get per day, it's enough for a crop. And only drip irrigation or smart farming or smart agricultural technique can be able to do that. So this is a drip irrigation system in aligning to smart agriculture and climate change that at the moment is a big disaster in our farms.
Why did you decide to grow the cabbages in rows?
It's a management skill and also a protocol when it comes to farming. One, when installing the drips, you know, the drips cost money. And when I was setting this farm, I set it as a standard farm. A farm that can grow everything. Tomorrow it can grow pumpkins, it can grow maize, it can grow onions, it can grow capsicum, it can grow cabbages. So the cabbages just met our already set farm, and there was no other option other than growing them in rows for them to adopt the already set system for the farming, because these are already set standard system that can grow all crops. If it were a cabbage farm that I was doing alone, you could have seen maybe a zigzag way of farming them. There is no pathway. We've done everything in all the areas. But because of the standard we've set purposely to be able to make this farm accommodate all crops, that's why you are seeing whatever you are seeing now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
So now tell us, how does that water that we are seeing there,
Yes.
is it rain harvested or you pump it from somewhere else?
That tank you see there is receiving water from 200 meters from the river. We have a river that is 200 meters from here. And talking of climate smart farming, down the river there, we are using solar to pump our water up to this tank.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's purely smart agriculture using green energy to be able to get our water. Yes. So water that is there is a lot of water, because like the pump that you have down there is giving us 30,000 liters of water in an hour. So that is 5,000 liters. So in less than an hour, around even in less than 15 minutes, that tank is supposed to be full. But now, because of the vigorous irrigation that we do, because of the hot climate, we have many blocks that are running in a day. That becomes like a holding tank as we release the water, filtering it to the farm.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, you can tell us, what advice can you give to farmers who want to get into cabbage farming?
Cabbage farming is among the easiest crop to grow, because cabbage is not very demanding in matters of pest control and disease control. Like I told you, we've been able to use single product. I'm not talking of two products, two organic products, one product to be able to curb all the problems associated with cabbage farming. So I find it very easy to grow cabbages. And now it has been proven to me and to farmers who visiting me, you can easily and comfortably grow organic cabbages, of which I've achieved this. Now the challenge comes in when it comes to market, because cabbage, like other agricultural product, they are perishable. Once they mature, if it's rainy season, they start bursting. If it's during the dry season, they start shedding the outer leaves. So once they mature, they need to be taken to the market. Though cabbages can give you a gap of a week or two for you to take to the market. But all you need to have, the starting point of cabbage farming is a market to sell your cabbages. Yes.
Yeah, that's very educative. Now you can just show us these other crops.
Mogalfa Digital Agency, Cheza Smart. Achieve your endless possibility through digital visibility.
Are you ready to grow your brand, reach new customers, and stand out online? At Mogalfa Digital Agency, we turn ideas into impact. From powerful digital marketing, including targeted social media campaigns, search engine optimizations, Google adverts, and influencer partnerships, to strategic planning that aligns every move with your business goals. We handle smart media buying and real-time monitoring to make every shilling work harder for you. We produce compelling voice-over ads, eye-catching posters, professional corporate events photography, and high-quality documentaries that tell your story with impact. Through State Update Media, we amplify your voice with impactful articles, interviews, and documentaries that elevate your visibility. Partner with a team driven by creativity, innovation, and measurable results. For more information, contact us on email mogalfadigitalagency@gmail.com. All callers or WhatsAppers on 0119 615 315. 0119 615 315.
Mogalfa Digital Agency, cheza smart. Achieve your endless possibility through digital visibility.
Yes. On top of cabbages, like I told you, we are doing a mixed farming. We are not doing cabbages alone. We are doing other type of farming. In this block, you came when we've already harvested and consumed a lot of capsicum from this block. And on top of it, we did maize. Already this area, we've harvested maize, like what you are seeing behind us. So, purposes of this farm, I remind you again, we are producing what we can consume. And the biggest consumer in this farm are chicken and goats. So, when the chicken are consuming the cabbages, the goats are consuming the maize, we are also selling the capsicum and consuming the capsicum. Once we reached the profit, we broke even and we harvested this capsicum you see here. We still have some few fruit left. We decided, even before removing them, we are going to put maize in this farm, purposely for our goats. So whatever you see here is fodder. And from there where you see it's open, we've harvested maize and we've replanted new maize here, only that they have not germinated. So per every block that we harvest, we replant maize. Per every block we harvest, we replant maize. So every week we have a harvesting block and we have another block that we are replanting purposely for our goat. So whatever we are doing here is for our goat production. And also becomes our Sunday or our classroom where farmers can come and learn how to do it with a small space of farming, do goats, do crops, do chicken, and on top of it, make money.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So give an advice to farmers before we end this episode on the need to do mixed farming, on the importance of doing mixed farming. You know, there are some who just plant maize alone, plant beans alone, who plant tomatoes alone.
Yes.
What advice can you give them on the importance of doing mixed farming?
Mixed farming, there is a parable that every farmer that comes to this farm, I usually share with them, a parable of a shopkeeper. A shopkeeper is a good case study on how business is supposed to be done, especially when you're a small-scale farmer. When you go to a shopkeeper, you'll find them, they have milk, they have bread, they have salt, they have cooking oil, they have matchbox, they have everything that you need in your house. So that they know today you may not be in need of salt, but you'll be in need of matchbox. Tomorrow, you'll be in need of maize flour. The next day, you'll be in need of this. Everything that you need, the shopkeeper have them. So that is the same essence of running a mixed farming. Because today, you may lack customers to come and buy cabbages, but you'll have customers to come and buy capsicum. You may lack customers to come and buy capsicum. You'll have customers to come and buy maize or green maize. You'll have customers to come and buy chicken or to buy eggs or to buy even goat milk or to buy even a goat yourself. So when you have a mixed farming, you've done something we call in economics diversification. You have diversified your risk, you've diversified your profit, and you maximized your profit. So it's better if you're a small-scale farmer, if you're a middle-scale farmer, not to think of monocropping, to think of mixed farming. And if you can do multiple crops and also have animals, the better.
All right.
Yes.
That's great. And in terms of we are experiencing challenges of climate change, what's the importance of them taking mitigations in terms of harvesting water, irrigating? What advice do you give farmers?
You know, when we talk of climate change, mostly the most affected part is irrigation and it's water. So, harvesting water is something they need to look at. We've not been able to harvest water here because one, we don't have a very big challenge of water because we have a river that is passing around here. But if there was no river, you could have found a very big dam here to harvest water because water is highly needed to run this farm. Chicken needs water, goats need water, irrigation needs water, even us drinking and bathing we need water. So harvesting and conserving water, harvesting water is one step, conserving water is another step, and that's why we've adopted drip irrigation to be able to conserve our water no matter where we are getting our water from. Yes.
That's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where we come to the end of this episode. We've shared with Mr. Fred Munene, who is commonly known as Farm with Fred. He has shared his story on how he's running his cabbage farming, capsicum farming, maize farming, and told us the importance of doing mixed farming. So that's where we come to the end, and do not forget to share, comment, and subscribe to get more of these episodes that will educate you and also encourage you to move from one level to another. We're going to have another episode where Mr. Fred will share with us about his poultry farming and goat keeping. So remember, it's dropping soon. Till next time, bye.